Well, I'll start recording now. I'm gonna start streaming. Alright, my phone just went off. Why did it go off? Oh, you quoted me. Alright. That's what that was. Okay. Do it. Alright. Okay, guys, this is Maiku here. Hope you're doing okay. Am I streaming? Can you check for me?
Sure, I can do that.
I had this strange message on chat saying exited host mode.
Looks like you're streaming.
Okay. But anyway, this is Maiku, and I'm here streaming Freedom Planet. And joining me this morning is my good pal Bwarch.
And my mechanical keyboard.
And
Take it away!
Yes! Yes, the mechanical keyboard. Anyway, this is a special morning weekend edition here because I had to work Wednesday night and yada yada yada. Anyway, gonna continue Milla's story. And I believe we can skip these cutscenes and just go straight to the stage. Oh, I still have to beat the mini game here.
Oh, interesting.
Because I did play it last stream, and apparently I still have to play it. Or no, I can't quit out of it. I can't skip it.
Oh, I wouldn't exactly call that a mini game. I would just call that a level. But it is definitely a different style, yes.
Yeah. I mean, the advantage of this is that the health bar is like the normal health bar, not Milla's 4-leaf health bar.
She actually has a little bit of durability to her with when she's in a tank. Who'da thunk it?
Yeah, true that.
Hey. But after this, it's back to hard mode for you. So have fun with that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch. Not as fun to play, but it's probably more fun to watch anyway.
You've been playing this for a long time. It's been going on for months now, I think, right?
Yeah, well, maybe a month or two.
And still no word on that DLC. I am a sad panda.
Yes. Yes, I know. That is quite a pain.
I just want like just a general kind of release date. Like, oh, we're releasing in 2018 for the DLC. Okay.
Alright.
Guess I'll put that on my calendar.
Well, you know what I'm looking forward to on my birthday, right?
What are you looking forward to?
The Jackbox Party Pack 3. It's coming out on my birthday, the 18th.
Duvi actually said something about that, yeah. That is going to be fun. Fun stuff. It'll be funny if both you and Duvi buy it.
Well, I know I'm definitely buying it once it comes out because I plan on doing a Jackbox stream for my birthday. I hope you'll be there.
I hope so too. Just never know with this this accursed sleeping schedule of mine.
Yeah,
it can be quite persnickety at times.
Yeah, I know. And I can't believe I'm dying in this level.
It's actually it can be fairly hard. It can be fairly hard if you get into a certain mindset with it.
Yeah. Also, my right hand is kind of cramping up a bit from holding the buttons. I don't know why. Could this be a sign of old age?
Yes. The answer is yes. The answer is always yes.
Well, I appreciate your support, Bwarch.
Welcome. Happy to help.
Glad you are.
Creepy Castle is going to come out sometime this month. Still looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Still wondering what I'm going to do for it. Probably just stream it. The only thing is that I wonder if it will make for good stream material. That's the big question.
Yeah.
Because so the funny thing about Creepy Castle is that I backed it on Kickstarter, almost completely just based off the general aesthetic. I still don't quite understand what is going on in the game as far as gameplay goes.
Oh.
Like, I know that it's gonna be an RPG, there's gonna be turn-based combat, but the way that they've got it set up is kind of interesting. It looks like it's gonna be, like, mini-games for the turn-based combat, kind of.
Okay.
God, it's so interesting. Like, I'm really looking forward to playing it so I can figure out what the heck is up with the game. Because, like, lately, a lot of what I've been trying to do when it comes to, like, video games and movies is just see everything that I would view as, like, important to me and get, like, an idea of, like, the game and get enough of an idea to say, oh, that looks neat, or that looks like trash, and then just stop looking at stuff. So I can go in kind of semi-blind. Just kind of, experience things a little bit.
Okay, we're going into Battle Glacier.
Very nicely done.
Remember, this mini-boss is a pain in the ass. I can only imagine what it would be like playing as Milla.
Oh, it's going to be much harder, yes.
Oh, I know. I know.
Hard mode.
I am so looking forward to that. Can you actually hear the sarcasm in my voice, Bwarch?
Nope, not at all. Can't hear it. Gonna have to speak up.
Alright. I just realized I started this level without any health. That's not good.
You found some though. You're fine. Totally fine. Was just browsing around earlier, trying to find out if there was any official Gravity Falls merchandise as far as shirts go. Apparently there is, but none of them look good, so I might just get something that's fan-made.
Okay.
Because if there's any show that I absolutely adored the shit out of for everything that it did, it was Gravity Falls.
Well, I've never seen an episode, unfortunately.
So I highly, highly recommend Gravity Falls. Like, there's nothing else that I think I would have recommend more. Like, well, I did recommend to you, like, Freedom Planet, and I highly recommended that. Gravity Falls is cartoons what Freedom Planet is to video game. Just an amazingly done cartoon. Like, did you ever see Avatar: The Last Airbender, for example?
I mean, I've seen, like, snippets of it.
As good as that show is, that is, like, the level that Gravity Falls is on.
Ah, okay.
Because Avatar: The Last Airbender I consider to be, like, the best show of all time. But Gravity Falls is certainly, like, up there. And I was trying to look for some merchandise, because I quite like the show, and I want to show, like, I don't know, my nerdery over it.
You just want to show how much you appreciate that particular cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, my only, what's the word I'm looking for? My only reference to it is, Mabel's thumbnails from the Talk House.
Oh my god.
The signatures, actually,
you know,
should have said.
It's kind of funny because Maple's signatures from the Talk House was kind of what made me watch it, too. Because the thing that made me watch Gravity Falls was everybody on social media just posting about it and posting up like screen caps of it, gifs from it, and just generally like the jokes from it. And that show has such an amazing sense of humor that it carries through like so well, even in like, you know, like a secondhand form, like a gif. And I mean, like, it just looks amazing. Like, I love stuff that's, like, that colorful. And it's such a vibrant and cool show.
Cool. Awesome.
And it's got these really interesting little, like, genre sections that it goes through. Like, it takes stuff from comedy, it takes stuff from horror, it takes stuff from, like, sci-fi. It's just this really, really cool little thing that it does where it's like this really happy-go-lucky show, but at the same time there's a lot of dark and messed up stuff that happens every now and then.
Oh, hey. There's a little invincibility thing here. Gotta grab it.
Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it! Grab it with your rabbit ears. Your rabbit ears.
Oh man.
I'm feeling pretty good right about now. Like, I feel kind of sad because, like, I'm definitely, like, up when I would, like, not want to be up. But at the same time, like, I had a shower. God, I needed that shower. Do you ever, like, go so long without a shower that you just start feeling awful?
I try not to.
I did that. I was doing that. That was bad. Like, I was, like, feeling my hair, and it was kind of plumpy and getting all knotted, and just, oh, good.
I wish I had your problem, Bwarch.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's cracked up to be, though. Sometimes I do wish I was bald.
I used to have long hair so long ago. One of these days I'm gonna have to show you a picture of me with long hair, and you'll probably freak the F out.
Yeah, it'll be an experience, that's for sure. Why'd you get rid of it? Just because, or for any specific reason?
Well, I realized that I was losing it.
Okay. The old bald spots of terror.
Oh, yeah.
My condolences for your hair, my friend. It will live on forever in our dreams and hearts. Yeah. Did you donate it? Was there enough of it to donate?
No.
Just shaved it off. Fair enough.
Just up, and here it comes, airship time.
I mean, like you said, it was long, so I was like, well, how long? Was it long enough to donate?
It was down to my shoulders.
I think that's... Actually, I don't think that's long enough to donate, funnily enough. I think it needs to be just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But I'm not altogether certain. I don't know what the measurements are like. I know that my brother's girlfriend donated to it a few times. Which is amazing, because she still has long as fuck hair. Like, she has hair down, like, below her butt. Almost to her knees, really.
Oh, really? Wow. That's long.
It is long as hell, and I can't believe it because she's donated it before. I can, in fact, see the chat, Maiku.
Okay, I just want to double check here because nobody else is here.
Well, it's early in the morning, so it's to be expected.
Yeah.
They'll get to see the archive if they want to see it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oop, oop, got a shield. Got a shield there, Maiku.
Damn it.
But Back to my brother's girlfriend, actually, Katie, as I will call her from now on. She had some very interesting stories about her hair, actually. Because the thing is that when you have hair that is that unique, and you meet as many interesting people as Katie does, interesting things happen. Like, there was this black lady in a store that just came up and, like, completely without a word, just started feeling her hair. God, it's so well kept because she took really great care of her hair. And she would have people that were really, really not like the best on the personal boundaries front come up and feel it every now and then.
I can't seem to get a single hit in. Oh my god.
I believe in you, Maiku. You can do it.
Apparently I can't.
You're remembering to shield after when the frickin', because I think you can actually shield against the when it charges at you.
We'll find out. No, I still managed to hit me.
Let me look at the footage and make sure you're doing it right. It looked like you were using the block, though. I wonder if using, like, the actual, like, cylindrical shield, sphere shield, would actually be the actual shield.
Oh, the basic.
Yeah, the basic shield.
The basic, okay.
I'm not sure, honestly. You know, it's not... Milla is definitely the one part that I can't help you on, because I haven't played completely through her story.
Oh,
I don't like
shit. I thought you did.
No. I probably should have, so I can help you out here.
Right.
But I did not.
No, the cylindrical shield didn't work. I died.
So that means that you're going to have to jump over it every time.
Oh, yeah. You just saw it, didn't you?
I did. It was just so funny to see you holding up the shield and just instant death. Oh, there went Milla. In that piece, and a little over there, and a little over there.
I find it kind of strange that I turned into a bunch of feathers. Oh well.
The game's gotta be kid-friendly.
Kind of. I mean, like, considering that the game actually features torture.
Yeah. And you saw how uncomfortable I was with that.
Yes. Like, that was legit, like, that was torture. Like, there's no getting around it with that.
No, there is absolutely no getting around that.
It was very, very legit. I would definitely recommend not trying to fly over it, but only using the springs. Flying over it, I think, might not work. Oh, and I was listening to a stream earlier. It was catching up on Proton John's archive that he put up. That guy had a very, very sad time at the airport, let me tell you. Like, it's amazing the tales that you hear from some people at airports, and just how bad airports have gotten.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've flown.
I plan to hopefully never fly. Hopefully. I mean, like, knowing what I know, I would just prefer to go, like, any other way possible. By boat, by train, by car.
By Jove.
By Jove, we've done it!
Oh, come off it.
I'm like, I've got the car road trip down, Pat. considering that I took a road trip to Texas, and that was quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
Exhausted as hell by the end of it, but we did it.
Yeah, I know. I know how that can be. Yeah. Yeah.
That was amazing that you dug up a shield. I'm surprised that they would put that in the boss fight. That's cool.
Didn't give me enough time to get out of the way, though.
This is true.
Plenty of time to dig it, but not enough time to get skedaddle, you know? And that's...
Death approaches.
Oh,
Better
yeah.
skedaddle.
Yes.
1, 2. God damn it. I'm sorry, I just love quoting that bit. Like, everybody knows that Game Grumps bit as the bit where the audience actually fell in love with Daddy. And everybody was like, okay, this is actually going to be just fine with JonTron gone.
I've never watched a single Game Grumps video.
Actually, that's probably for the best. Like, I actually don't mind that as much as you not having... Like, you having not seen Avatar and Gravity Falls is a much bigger sin than not having seen Game Grumps. Because...
I work
Game
all the
Grumps
time! Come on!
Yes, this is true. But Game Grumps, like, I have a love-hate relationship with, because sometimes they're pretty amazing and hilarious, and then sometimes they're just bad commentators. And they create bad footage, and they don't edit it, and just, sometimes they have really bad episodes. And series, and jokes, and it just grinds on my goddamn nerves. And then sometimes they're amazing, and I love them. So it's definitely like a little bit of a mixed bag with ye old Game Grumps.
Damn it, I cannot get to that shield. For the life of me, I cannot get to that shield.
I wouldn't worry about it, honestly. You should just be doing the fight without it. It only gives 1 hit point. Probably. I mean, like, most of the shields give 2 hit points, but something tells me that for bosses, they would only give 1. If you got rammed. That's my hypothesis, anyway. My hypotenuse, some people might say.
So you're long side of a right triangle?
Exactly. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength. And you completely and totally understand me, Maiku. And all of my isosceles.
Mm-hmm. You're being a bit obtuse, man.
I don't know, I think it's a cute.
Stream highlight?
I'm fine with that.
Okay. God dang it. I so do not like this mini-boss. I really, really, seriously hate this mini-boss with an absolute fiery passion. Of course, I've said that plenty of times, so my thoughts have been well established. I'm just getting my ass handed to me over and over and over and over and over. Stop hurting the bunny rabbit. Come on.
The bunny rabbit loves you. It will give you cuddles if you just don't kill it. I promise.
Darn it. Let me hit you, damn it! Come on!
Wow. Wait, what? What happened there? Oh my god, okay. So, Maiku, I'm watching a clip of somebody doing the boss fight, since I wanted to see if I could maybe help you out. No, that can't be right. There's no way. I'm gonna have to watch something else. Not a speed run, because the speedrunner just completely decimated the fight. Gotta see, because I'm still wondering if there's a way to block it. Still there, Maiku?
I'm still here. I haven't died yet, but will be in about a second, I think. Oh, yep, I died. Yep. Oh, it's always this one. It is always this one that I have the most difficulty with.
Okay, so I figured out how you should be dodging it. It's with the shield boost. You remember that shield boost that I taught you, where if you slightly jump off the ground and then aim like the shield break at the ground, you get like a boost into the air? Mm-hmm. That's the easiest way to actually dodge the boss.
Say that right as I game over again.
That's the best time for it, honestly, because it means that you get to apply what we just learned.
Oh my god.
On your next life.
Or the next life. Or the next life. Or the next life. Or the next life. Or the next life.
But definitely not the last life. See, I pretty much knew that was going to be a thing, because I think the developers definitely want you to have learned like the shield boost by this time. That's the one thing that I don't think that Freedom Planet does like incredibly well, is that there's all these hidden tactics to like the moves, and they don't teach you it.
Yeah.
They just let you kind of like go in a playground, which I mean, like, I kind of like that, you know? Like, I don't like when games like hold your hand and they're like, oh my god, here's a cutscene to show this thing that you can do. But at the same time, you gotta tell people the controls. And you gotta show people, like, the moves that the character actually has. Like, every single person who has tried, like, controlling Milla, like, none of them knew, like, her secret moves that are, like, the most OP thing about her on their own without being told. And nobody would figure that out, because it requires, like, multiple button presses. In ways that you don't even imagine. Like, it's always kind of funny thinking about Milla, because she is such a powerful character, but you gotta know how to make her that way.
Yeah. As I die again.
Oh, that was a crazy death, too. Alright, I'm taking that bathroom break now. Be right back.
Okay. So, how's it going? Are you enjoying me dying? You enjoying that sight? I just die over and over and over. It's an endless loop that will not stop! My timing is way off on that. Yeah, my timing is way off. This is... I'm just... Dear Galaxy Trail, nerf this thing! Seriously. Why did you make this the most difficult boss in the game? The boss fight with Brevin is easier than this fight here. Why didn't you save this one for last? Huh? Why couldn't you? Hey, come on now.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back.
So, on the movie side of things, there was just released a teaser for the new War for the Planet of the Apes. The third movie in the new trilogy. And I am looking forward to that because the first two movies were actually pretty amazing. Did you watch either of them, Maiku?
No, I didn't. I only watched the first Charlton Heston movie.
Sad, sad, sad.
Yeah.
Alright, you make me a sad panda. But anyway, those were really, really good, so I'm looking forward to the third one. Like, it's very surprising to keep up, like, the quality of the movies as much as they have. Like, the first one was really good, the sequel was really good. It'll be amazing if they can hit the home run and hit that really nice, that amazing trilogy where all the movies are good. Because that's kind of rare. It is rare for Hollywood to do 3 movies in a row justice. Very, very often they will screw it up sometimes.
Yeah, the only good film trilogy, in my opinion, is Back to the Future, and that's the one that comes to mind.
It's Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was pretty damn good. Not a bad movie there. Shrek's third movie was pretty awful. Let's see here. Spider-Man screwed up the third movie.
Oh, yeah. Emo Peter Parker, everybody.
Emo Peter Parker. I'm like, they could have made it work. They just had to make it, I don't know, work a little bit better than they did. Trying to think of other trilogies. Other trilogies. You know what? Let me just do a freaking Google search for it. Why not? If I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Oh, boy. I think we need to do something right here. Let's switch to Bwarch Pad. Let's get Duvi in on this call.
Okie doke.
Switching over. Duvi, get in here! Get in here, man! Come on!
Alright, so the very first one that came up here, Batman trilogy, the new one, the Christopher Nolan films.
Hello there.
Hello,
That was-
Duvi.
So, a lot of people didn't like the third one, but I loved it all the way through. First one, second one, and third one were all amazing.
Third what?
The Batman trilogy, Christopher Nolan. We're talking about
the
good.
Dark Knight.
We're talking about good trilogies, and we're talking about trilogies that kind of screwed the pooch, either on the second one or the third one.
The thing is, though, a lot of people didn't like Batman Begins on that one.
Really? I don't know. I heard like nothing but good things about Batman Begins.
Yeah, oddly enough, like, that one didn't really get a lot of praises as a result of, I forget what, but Rises, of course, got...
Man, I loved Rises.
Yeah, everyone... Oh, wait.
Not everyone.
Right, yeah.
Oh, this is the one with Heath Ledger in it.
No.
Yeah, no. That was just The Dark Knight, but Dark Knight Rises was the one with Bane. Now, that one was, like... That one was argued about, but it was... Still
It was solid.
Yeah, it was...
I mean, like, especially comparing everything that came afterwards.
Oh, God. Yeah. Unfortunately.
I mean, like, Christopher Nolan made, like, a masterpiece compared to what we got afterwards.
To be honest, like...
I am looking forward to that Ben Affleck solo-produced Batman movie, though.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see somebody direct, write, and star in a movie.
Oh god, that...
Vanity project, basically.
I mean...
Passion project, I would call it.
I mean, that is... I do agree with Bwarch on this one. It does sound more like a passion project than a vanity project. Because, well... You know... Like, he's he could just write something not based on one of the most, argued upon, basically, whatever he writes, someone is going to hate it.
Basically.
As a result of it being Batman. So basically, if you wanted to make a vanity project, you would have chosen an easier target. Like, I don't know, remake of fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog, starring Tim Burton.
Tim Burton's Courage the Cowardly Dog.
You know, that
I would actually watch that, to be honest.
Yeah, that actually sounds kind of fitting.
It doesn't sound the worst, but like...
To be fair, a lot of Tim Burton stuff has been terrible lately. That is true.
I mean, have you seen Big Eyes, though?
I have not. I even know that existed.
Okay, so Tim Burton directed a movie about, like, this particular Art Deco artist who fucking got screwed the hell over by her husband, and, ultimately, and her trials and tribulations about her, making this really, quote-unquote, creepy art with people who, with these children who happen to have, really big eyes. And, well...
I'm interested. I'm actually probably going to look into this. Like, the most recent example being the new Alice sequel.
Oh, God. That wasn't even recent. That was, 2 years ago.
It feels recent. Time flies. So, talking about trilogies still, and talking about good and bad trilogies, I've got 2 more trilogies here that my search brought up. A good trilogy was Toy Story. A bad trilogy was, unfortunately, The Matrix.
To be honest, The Matrix didn't even start out as a good trilogy.
You don't like the first one?
Not really.
Yeah, to be honest, I've only seen the first films in both of those trilogies that you mentioned.
Oh, you gotta see the rest of the Toy Story films. Well, maybe skip the second one. I did not like the second Toy Story. But everybody else did, so whatever, I guess. But the third Toy Story was amazing.
I watched the first and second Toy Story, but I have not seen much of the third. I've seen portions of it, but...
This prank that guy made for his wife of editing Toy Story 3 to end right at that very dramatic scene.
I'd heard about this. I think many people have actually done this. But I have never actually watched the video. It's not something I would be interested in watching,
it was
honestly.
hilarious. It was hilarious watching that. Watching her reaction. It's worth it if you ever get curious enough. Look it up on YouTube. Oh my god.
Well...
Your Back to the Future trilogy is listed here, Maiku. Of course.
Of course. I had no doubt.
Let me think. Oh, how about the Star Wars trilogy, and then the Star Wars prequel trilogy?
So obviously... I will probably defend like the prequels as being parts good, surrounded in parts bad.
Oh, I honestly agree with that. I will not.
There's so many things that are so cool about prequels. A lot of the Star Wars fans are like, you know what? The third one was actually a good movie. Like, not even a good movie for like the prequels, but like a good movie overall. And I mean, like, the third one is just really, really great.
Yeah, the fact that James Earl Jones reprises his role as the voice of Darth Vader, that was worth admission price alone.
That happens for a minute. A minute!
Yeah,
But
to be
it's
honest,
freaking James Earl Jones! God damn!
Go watch Lion King!
I don't know who to agree with here, because... Yeah,
Because
that
on
was
one
a
hand,
really
you're
fucking
James Earl
good
Jones.
moment, but even still...
It's 2 seconds.
Come on, James
Yeah.
Earl Jones is
Actually-
a fucking legend. Come on.
I know, but it's one line. It is actually one line. If I remember correctly.
Well,
you
it was
got
more
off the-
than no.
Oh.
And finally, I beat that mini boss.
Nice.
About motherfucking time, because I was getting really pissed off, yo.
Nice, I'm proud of you. I know you could do it. I said you could do it. There was the Iron Man trilogy. It's listed on here.
I haven't seen even a single one of those.
Second one was kind of meh. First one and the third one were pretty damn good.
I've only seen the first film, but only because it was playing at my job when I used to work at Circuit City.
You used to work at Circuit City? That's amazing.
Yep.
You know, they reformed into an online website now.
Yeah.
Jet.com. And I've been seeing, like, the PC building community has been going nuts over it. Because for PC parts, it has some of the best deals that they've ever seen.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
There's the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy. It was actually
That's-
fairly good all the way through.
That's not really technically a trilogy now, is it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess,
so a
but it started as
quadrilogy.
one. I mean, like, you could consider it a trilogy. You could consider it, like, the Elizabeth Swann trilogy.
Yeah. A trilogy, really. Doesn't tell an over.
There's Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah, plus, Beyond Thunderdome is the only one that anyone really cares about.
We
I
don't
care
need
about-
another hero.
I care about Fury Road a lot.
No, that wasn't part of the trilogy, though.
That's true, okay.
I'm talking
Out of,
about,
like, the original 3, I haven't seen any of them. Films that didn't deserve a sequel, but got one anyway. And the sequel was better.
Yeah. And the second one, if I remember correctly, people also didn't like that one, thought it was dull. And then Beyond Thunderdome came out and everyone was like, holy shit, this needed a sequel.
Yeah.
And then it didn't get one.
Freaking Tina Turner, man.
Mhm.
There's
Was
The
that-
Hobbit. The Hobbit trilogy is listed on here. I like it. I know, like, every single nerd out there who's seen, like, the entire thing hates its guts. But I liked... trying to think. Like, did I think any of them fell short? Because the second one and the third one were kind of meh, like, kind of okay. I mean, I liked watching them. I did not regret it. But they definitely had, you know, a little bit strangeness to them every now and then. First one was amazing.
Hey there, Skips. How you doing?
Skip,
Oh,
skip.
sketchy pester.
Suck! I mean, he did it to himself.
Oh, I wish you could join us in this chat, Skips. We could definitely use your
Wi-Fi is bad. Wi-Fi is always bad. That's the one thing about Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Everyone will tell you that wired is better, but at the same time, that's not always possible with configurations, such as a phone and a tablet.
Some Wi-Fi is actually pretty decent, but you know.
You gotta really, like, invest, though, into something really nice. Like, I don't know, like Google On Hub.
Oh, don't want you getting in trouble, Skips, okay?
Naughty, naughty.
Naughty Skips.
Yeah, in that case.
Skips is a naughty boy.
Okay, you can stop now, Maiku.
Please do not continue.
That is not what I meant! Oh my god!
Like
Oh
you were
my
just
god!
saying.
What is
Over and
wrong
over
with you?
It starts to warp. Gotta understand, man.
How
going there? God damn.
I think more accurately is the way that we more accurately need to see it isn't like it starts to warp and more like. Were you there during that one tabletop session where Skips was like? Okay, so basically, like...
Yeah, Skips and I have never been on a tabletop session together.
Really?
Yeah.
We gotta fix that.
Well, that's gonna be kind of hard to fix, seeing as, well, Skips is only really available at, like, around 8. And, like, 8 and 9, and Maiku is only really... But anyway,
What is it that you wanted to talk about, Duvi?
during a specific...
No, don't talk about it.
Just because Sock doesn't want to talk about it doesn't mean anything.
But the
It's
thing
probably
is,
something
I
funny
kind of
anyway.
respect Skip, so, you know, come on.
Alright.
Totally respect Skips and still talk about it. That's totally possible.
I respect...
Fair enough. The tweet that I'm looking at right now.
Oh, really?
Oh, also, hearts and hopes go out to everybody in Florida, even though they are very unlikely to be watching the stream right now, but that is one... It is just mostly just Florida, so it's not...
It usually hits Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. So this is an anomaly, like Sandy was an anomaly.
Yeah, it's... like... They're predicting that it's going to hit New York, so...
Really? That far up the coast? Damn.
Yeah. Like...
The first of its kind since, what, 2000? Like, I've just been on the internet and just seeing, like, weathermen basically, like, begging people to leave if they're in Florida. Like, just, like, and flat out, like, being like, you will fucking die if you stay there. Get the hell out. And just...
Hello? Oh god, that skips. That is skips. Do not get yourself in trouble!
Hey, Sock. Probably just wanted to listen to the call instead of the stream.
Yes.
That is fair.
So how you doing, Maiku, on the level side?
This is wings.
Whoa, Milla can control it like a giant mech.
That is cool.
That is awesome. Holy crap, I can't believe they programmed that.
Well,
It's always
oh
so
my
cool
god, you
because-
just destroyed the boss.
Oh.
Is this intended? It's gotta be intended.
Okay,
Also, that wasn't the boss.
Bwarch, you've got to... Oh, okay. Bwarch, you've got to understand something. Literally everything in a video game that is not a glitch.
I know. It's got to be intended. It's programmed in and everything. It looks so interesting though. Like it's half glitching out because of like how much it dips into like the walls and the viewpoint being weird. But Skips in chat. Only joining call because Skips won't load. Not talking. The Skips is dead. Skips is not functioning. Skips.exe has stopped. Oh, God.
Anyway. So, are you excited about Jackbox 3 coming out?
Absolutely. You have no idea how many fucking Quiplash prompts I have been storing in my head.
Have you been saving them onto a notepad or something?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, we definitely have to get together and make an episode. Unless you have more than enough suggestions for one episode.
Oh, dude, I have enough suggestions to fill several episodes.
Oh boy.
Enough suggestions in enough categories, too.
Oh man.
Like, I can fill up a Raukau exclusive one, too. And a completely non-Raukau one. Well, about 5 exclusively non-Raukau ones. Like... This is a really interesting type of gameplay.
Yes, because I'm trying to figure out how to hit these little missile things to hit those blocks, and I'm failing miserably at this. I'm done.
Gotta have some precision with it, Maiku.
I'd be alright if it weren't for these goddamn soldiers with their guns. All up in my face. I'm sorry if I sounded gangster just now.
You did not. You sounded as white as ever.
Yeah, may I agree.
I am so lame.
You really
Along with the rest of us. Lame and old Skips notes in chat.
Oh, thanks very much, Skips.
We already established in one jackass, not jackass, fucking
Jackass the
Quiplash.
game.
Quiplash.
Yeah, and that's on you. That's because of you.
Yeah. It absolutely
You son of a
is.
bitch.
When is something in Jackbox not something that fucking Duvi was responsible for?
You gotta admit.
Let's just stay away from sausage altogether, alright?
We could veer more towards powdered sugar if you like.
Oh, god damn it!
I don't even remember what that's a reference to.
Oh, man. You gotta watch one of the highlights. I'll link it to you after the show.
Well, you
All
deleted
right.
it, though.
Oh, yeah, it was me that highlighted it.
Yeah.
I can probably find it, though.
God, motherfucking, you pieces of shit, stop shooting at me! Ah.
Well,
They gotta shoot, shoot, shoot!
it's their job.
They get paid minimum wage, just let them do it, Maiku.
So in... So, apparently there is an example of unfeminine language in a newspaper article from 1760 where one of the phrases is, "Come out, you bitch, I'll maul you."
I've seen this post.
"Kiss my arse, you whore, I'll nab your cuckold." Like, this is fucking great.
I'm like, in addition to that post that I really loved was just somebody talking about how they loved how, like, humans all throughout the history have been, like, the exact same. Like, you've got hieroglyphics that were actually, like, translated to be, like, Bob was here.
Yeah. Fucking... Let's not forget how everyone was like, these people worshipped cats about ancient Egyptians, and then they fucking find out, wait a second, no, they just thought cats were fucking hilarious and adorable.
So it was pretty great. I like your strategy there, Maiku, by the way.
Oh, Long John. Oh, Long Johnson. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, please do. That meme died before South Park even got its hands on it.
Well, I was around when it was a new thing. When
I was around when it was a new
Fuentes and
thing.
John Fugelsang hosted America's Funniest Home Videos.
Well, we knew that you were around then, Maiku. It's okay.
Yes.
You've been around forever.
I remember when they signed the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah. Maiku was there! He was in the crowd! Watching!
There wasn't a crowd.
Well, John Lennon was still alive when I was born, so there we go.
Okay, that's actually a cool thing.
Yeah, but I was a month and a half old when he finally died.
Well,
Or was assassinated, I should say.
Rest in peace.
yeah.
Oh, come on.
Can you reflect the lasers?
They're dodgeable. I mean, like, dodge around those easily enough. They don't need to be reflectable.
No, I mean, like, can you reflect them in the sense of, like, if
Back
you can,
at them?
that's amazing.
Ah, okay. I'm noticing that there's not a lot of stuff that you can reflect in these later levels. You gotta mostly pull yourself up by your bootstraps and just, like, work off your own projectiles. So this is gonna be a hard one for Maiku. Good luck.
Yeah.
Suck it to Dale.
Yeah, I know, I am such a failure.
Okay, where did this come from? And why is this unwarranted thing coming out?
It's just... You gotten this far, Maiku. I mean, like, you've been in the game twice. So that's definitely getting very, very far
And
into
you're
the game
getting
to me.
close to beating the game a third time.
Exactly. That's definitely not failing. Not in my book.
You got a passing
And
grade.
not for you either, Scott. Sock. Doc.
You are not alone. I am here with you.
Then another one by Hoopastank.
I don't do Hoobastank.
Nobody remember Hoopastank? God damn it.
I know. I remember Hoobastank. Hoobastank
Yeah.
was awful.
No! They weren't!
They really were.
That's a lie!
Alright, invincibility.
You know it to be true.
They actually gave you invincibility to learning to fight. I gotta see this. Oh my god, you found it. That's awesome.
Come on down, Dale. The water's fine. I gotta hit him. Oh, there we go. Oh
Yay.
god, oh god, oh gosh. Oh gosh. Give me some health, give me some health! I need all the health I can get. Of course you always had fans, Skips, come on! Why else would I read your fan fiction?
Did you actually?
Yes.
Well,
Yes. But it's a private link. Yeah, I kept it private because I didn't want him freaking out. But I actually did that.
Fair enough.
so apparently Color Splash isn't anywhere near as bad as we had thought.
Oh yeah? Reviews are starting to come in for it?
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, like,
Honestly, I'm not going to trust it because I think Sticker Star got amazing reviews.
oh yeah, it did, but I'm saying, like, from fans, they're saying, like, yeah, it's using Sticker Star's formula, but, like, it's improving on it in every way. And the humor is back where it needs to be.
I'm still mad about the designs, honestly.
I agree, to be honest.
Why do I keep dying? God damn it, stop dying, Milla!
One of the lines in Color Splash is, well, I have already locked you in jail. There isn't actually much worse I can do without raising this game's age rating. Gotta admit, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
They're actually making progress to try and get the heart back.
Sure.
Then there's the line, Mario, Princess Peach has been kidnapped by Bowser. No one could have predicted this.
Really? That's...
Yes.
Of course, we all know. That's just basic Mario gameplay.
Yeah, I know, but, like, they actually say no one could have predicted this.
You don't get to make fun of it and then still do it.
That is fair.
Prince Dale is a D-bag.
The giantest D-bag.
Well,
Could be a D-bag.
Oh no, Skips has to leave us!
oh well.
Oh.
I'm sorry about
Later,
that.
sock.
See ya.
Say hi to Flannel Fred for me!
Flannel Fred.
That's the skeleton.
Oh. Hilarious.
Okay, so Maiku has now established that you can, in fact, reflect the giant yo-yo things.
Ah, okay.
Not yo-yo, yin yang. Then there's the Bowser line. Mario, what are you doing here? Do we have a kart race scheduled for today? Gotta remember, Maiku, you can reflect the giant yin-yang projectiles, the purple ones that fly by and screech at you.
God, motherfucking damn it, son of a bitch, jackass, cocksucking piece of shit.
Well,
I wasn't referring to you, Duvi.
Oh, God!
maybe you weren't intentionally, but just there happens to be one in the room.
Well played, well played.
Let's see here. Then there's the line, "There's been a major rock slide a little way up the tracks, but we're not strong enough to clear the tracks, so we've just been standing around waving our arms and blinking rapidly. Toads aren't really known for being productive." There's also...
I actually think I hate...
Did they actually get rid of the invincibility? Oh my god. Don't tell me you've done that. Okay,
It's the left one that you've been using.
I know.
Gone forever, Maiku.
It's what I've been
Will
trying
never
to dig
come
at.
back.
It will never come back. You'll be stuck in the human world forever.
Well,
You can never go back.
warning, water contains water. Water is hot. Water will get you wet. Please do not sue us.
I'm gonna take this mint I got from Sonic and put it in my mouth because I'm just really getting irritated here with this. Turn stale.
You gotta have some awful if you're awful.
Well,
Sonic peppermints are awesome though.
Peppermint is just in general awful.
For you.
Yes.
I like peppermint a little bit.
How do you feel about wintergreen mint?
Oh,
Love
yeah.
Love it.
Wintergreen is like the best. In my opinion, at least.
My favorite is spearmint, though.
Nah. All mint. All mint is bad.
Is there some traumatic experience from your childhood that makes you despise
A mint killed my dad!
Is that actually true?
Considering that you've got leaves for hair, maybe a mint was your dad.
Darn it. Well, the shield does deflect the giant yin balls, but it doesn't deflect hits from the little creatures that spawn after hitting Dale. We've learned.
Trial and error.
Trial and error.
Trial by fire. Lasers in this case.
Stop! Stop hitting me! Stop hitting me!
Still gonna hit you a little bit.
Yeah. I tried trying to get that little invincibility shield thing, and I'm so mad.
Keep in mind the invisibility might be more useful towards the end of the fight.
I suppose. Oh no.
Can't wait to get you there for one of the updated Eels and Escalators games, Maiku.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, can I be Barnacle Boy?
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody else wants to be Barnacle Boy, I'll tell you that.
I just love the fact that Barnacle Boy was voiced by Tim Conway.
Hmm.
Tim Conway is a great comic actor. Worked with Carol Burnett. If you...
I honestly wasn't too fond of Barnacle Boy on the show, really.
I was.
I mean, like, he was okay, but he was nothing amazing as far as, like, jokes and, like, general writing went.
Mermaid Man being senile, that was great.
Evil!
Yeah, Mermaid Man stole the show, honestly.
Mm.
Did you set it to Wumbo?
No, that was... Oh yeah, that was later on in the episode.
To be fair, I suppose that's the whole thing. Like, Mermaid Man is the straight man to Barnacle Boy's... Wait, no, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Barnacle Boy is the straight man to frickin' Mermaid Man's madness.
Every villain is lemons!
I briefly considered, for the characters on the Eels new, like, frickin' thing, I briefly considered adding in, like, the alternate versions of some of the characters. Like the Super Squad with SpongeBob and Co.
Krakatoa!
Especially Krakatoa. I was tempted just for Krakatoa.
Krakatoa! That was brilliant.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that.
Prince Dale is a dickhead.
Yes.
Hmm. Oh, you know what? You know what they should have added? I mean, you should have added?
SpongeBob's parents?
I hate their designs. I didn't add them on
SpongeBob's
purpose.
grandma.
I don't even remember what she was, so I'm going to look that up real quick.
SpongeBob's grandma was featured in way more episodes than their parents were.
I hate her. I hate her design.
I mean, that's fair.
But I totally feel you on wanting her in.
She
Just like
actually had a role in the show.
just all of SpongeBob's relatives are just, none of them look good.
So did you hear that they got Steven Hillenburg back for season 10?
I didn't even hear about season 10, to be honest.
Well, they got Steven Hillenburg back.
Oh, Maiku! I'll tell you about this, actually. My sister came into my room very excited today, or yesterday, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And she was excited because she had seen that in the finale for My Little Pony that's going to be airing in a little bit, they've actually revealed that Crucialist is going to be in it. Or maybe it was a leak. But I am excited for that.
Hey, I'm still in the middle of season 4.
You'll get to it.
I'm in the middle of not caring about the show either way.
Fair enough.
Oh, come on.
It's fine.
Come on, every Duvi. Smile, smile, smile. Fill
No.
it up with sunshine,
No.
sunshine. God damn it, come on.
No.
I've actually listened to
Jesus.
that song. It's not bad. I don't care, though.
Oh, you should have heard me singing at karaoke. I actually have a link to it on Bwarch's Talkhouse thread.
I'd rather not.
Aww. That actually hurts my feelings a little bit.
Yep.
How so?
Because it's me singing.
Yeah, everyone makes exceptions to avoid something that they love.
I actually got to watch a bit of the finale too, because I think it actually gets uploaded to frickin' the UK, like, well, it airs in the UK, like, early. So I got to see the first episode of the finale.
Huh.
I think I'm gonna have to wait for the second part, though, which is fine. It'll be like the one last time that I actually care about something My Little Pony related, because I actually have been falling more and more out of the show as it's just gone on and on and on and on.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
new
that-
episode of Amazing World of Gumball!
Like, that's another reason, by the way, Maiku, that I loved Gravity Falls, because it knew when to end. Like, the creator had a very, very specific point that he wanted to end it at, and it was amazing.
Yeah, honestly, that is... I do have to agree here. Like, that was a perfect point to end the series.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm like, there's so many
You forgot
shows...
to reflect those, Maiku.
I tried, but those fucking monsters was in my path.
I don't even know how you're having a problem, because the monsters give you frickin' health when you kill
I
them.
know, I'm trying to kill them. They got to me first. I couldn't form that cube in time.
Well, use the more instant attack.
Oh, shieldy thing?
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to think about what else I want to say. What was it? Oh!
You didn't
because
get anything for my
so-
birthday, did you? I'm just
Sorry,
being
Maiku,
silly.
I'm broke.
I'm just being
I am
silly.
literally not able to get anything for your birthday.
Alright.
No, see, well, actually, I could get you something under $5 on Steam.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Just be there for the stream.
When is it again?
The 18th.
Cool. Happy early birthday. I mean, the 18th is still a ways away, right?
Yeah, 11 days.
Oh, okay. I don't keep track of the days anymore.
They just all blend together, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah, I know how it is. Kinda comes with my job.
I gotta find you something that... I gotta find you something on my, like, list of favorite games that I could get you for... Okay. Please tell me it's on sale.
So there's two big sales going on right now. There is the Bandai Namco. There's the Bandai Namco, and there's the robot sale going on.
Yeah, and I want to get Pac-Man Championship Edition 2.
2?
Yeah.
So I've heard interesting things about it. Apparently, it's different enough to where it's divisive. Like, some people love it and some people really hate it.
As long as it's nothing like Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures.
It will be nothing like that. That you can be assured of.
Damn it. Unfortunately, one of my favorite games on Steam, which Bwarch I know for a fact would not like.
Which is?
Dungeons of Dreadnought. It's a roguelike RPG.
God. It's just so funny because it just perfectly blends together like my two least favorite things.
Yeah.
It was like practically made for me to dislike it, just like on genre basis alone. I actually have heard it though, so I might have to look into it.
But the jokes are hilarious. Like,
I have to look into it because I have heard good things about it. So I'll have to at least look into it.
I have spent 235 hours in this, and I have helped. You remember Navomi?
For a second, I thought you said $235.
No, hours. God, no. The DLCs, one of which is free and allows workshop support, actually is like all of that together costs a grand total of $7. So, let me see, what else could I get? No. Well, I could look through the list of games under $5, or specials too. Dark Souls is fucking $5, which is just a little too much for me to buy, unfortunately. Because if I had the chance to buy Maiku Dark Souls and force him to play it on stream...
No, thank you. No, thank
oh, hey,
you.
look, the Five Nights at Freddy's games are on sale.
I have them already, though.
Damn it.
Oh my god, I love this idea. We need to crowdfund together to buy Maiku Dark Souls.
It's $5 on Steam right now.
I know. I can pitch in 14 cents.
Oh jeez.
Don't even.
We gotta do it, Maiku.
Actually, if I sold enough Steam items...
Yeah, I still have a copy of Thief 2 that I haven't been able to get rid of.
Oh,
Thief 2?
Maiku,
I might be interested in that.
So, like...
Is it in your inventory?
Are you remotely
yes,
interested in...
inventory. And I bought it just for you, man.
Are you remotely interested in roguelikes or RPGs?
No, I'm more interested in beating Prince Dale right now, thank you very much.
I mean, that is a fair assessment. That is a fair assessment since he is a bitch. But I'm talking about like game genres because I currently have 2 copies of this really cool game called Barony in my library right now. And I could give you one. I really like it. It's a first-person roguelike RPG about, like...
So it's in first-person perspective?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't really play anything in first-person perspective.
Motion sickness.
Okay, yeah, in that case, I will not be giving you a copy of Barony, because I do not want to make you sick on your birthday.
Hey, plenty of people have had a great birthday and also vomited chunks.
Oh my god, they eat pixels! Oh, this is a perfect birthday gift. This is a perfect birthday gift.
There is a lot of good stuff in the robot sale, I will say that much.
No. You don't understand. Okay. Beyblade Pixels is a game based like a
I know of
fucking
Beyblade Pixels.
Maiku, have you ever played Beyblade Pixels?
No, I have not.
We need to change that right the fuck now! I love that game. I love it to bits.
Did you stream it one time?
No.
Okay.
Actually, that makes me wonder, like... Okay, this is a game that you would have to stream because it is a not relatively short, but like, it's a pretty decent length, like about 5-6 hour game, like platformer, about like stringing together combos as this fucking lobster girl who absolutely like decimates everything in this eldritch abomination world that she only goes into in her dreams. It's really cool. I love it to bits.
Nutmeg, unofficially the world's oldest cat, has just celebrated his 31st birthday.
Holy shit, 31.
That's as old as one of my sisters.
That's almost as old as you.
I'm older.
I said almost.
Almost.
Well, in human years, this cat is actually 141.
You know, cat ears and dog ears, those terms don't mean anything.
I suppose.
Alright. I have sent you a copy of Beyblade Pixels with soundtrack because the soundtrack is awesome.
Isn't Beyblade Pixels a fair bit difficult?
Yeah, a fair bit difficult, but nowhere near as difficult as, say, Freedom Planet or, say, Mibibly's Quest or any other things that I would have recommended. So, it's not going to be a break from the difficulty, but it is going to be, you know, a reprieve in a sense, you know? Because it's not going to be full on fuck everything. It's just going to be partially fuck everything.
Snake Pack. There's this amazing little physics game that's being made right now that I've seen a little bit of footage of called Snake Pass.
Oh, really?
And it's where you actually play as like this snake that's like winding its way around terrain. And it looks awesome. It's like that kind of thing to where it looks like it's going to have a very intricate like control style. And I love shit like that. Like, I Am Bread, what's it?
Oh my
Octodad.
God. Invincibility wore off and I died. God damn it, I was
Good job.
so close to God motherfucker.
Don't worry, Maiku, you'll beat that bitch soon enough.
Hold faith, Maiku! Fight on!
No, I don't have faith. I just flat out know.
Have determination!
No faith necessary, it's just a fact.
Or even better, have some determination.
Not gonna dignify that. Anyway, yeah, basically, it's basically a fact in broad terms. If you just keep on plugging at it, you're eventually going to beat the boss, regardless. But despite that, I do have faith in the fact that you're going to beat this boss, well,
Eventually?
soon enough. Soon enough. As in within this or the next stream.
Well, it's gonna be this stream. From hell or high water, it's gonna be this stream.
Alright, then it's this stream. Well, seeing as in Florida they're living through hell and high water. Well, I think that was unwarranted. I think that was unwarranted. I would apologize if I gave a fuck.
You just dug the hole deeper for yourself.
Yeah. I did.
Okay.
There is no depth to my depravity. I mean, no end to the depth of my depravity is more accurate.
Okie dokie then. I just keep dying all the time, and that bugs me. Driving me crazy.
Have you walked 500 miles?
Driving me crazy!
This game makes me crazy! So effing crazy! This game makes me crazy! Definitely!
Duvi, you should definitely check out that link that I dropped in the chat. Second one.
You dropped a link?
Yes, I did.
I didn't get it. Could you send it to me directly?
Sure thing.
Okay. Never mind. In the Twitch chat, I get it. Why is everyone but me a mod? Oh my god. Michelangelo man Randy Savage. That is.
Okay, that's actually pretty amazing.
I didn't know that I needed this.
WWE and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles joining forces for a new set of action figures.
Okay, but Macho Man Randy Savage is my favorite wrestler, and Michelangelo is my favorite Ninja Turtle.
It's a match made in heaven!
Mm-hmm.
Is that John Cena as Leo?
I'm gonna have to look at those when this stream is over.
One of our cats is 16 years old, and he's a purely outdoor cat.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, but do you really expect us to keep 22 cats inside?
I have 22 cats.
They just crowded around our house and we started feeding them and they started loving us.
Oh my god, Duvi.
And then they started breeding! We can't just, like, we basically lived a life of Neko Atsume.
Oh, Jesus.
And then we started having them fixed, and then, oh wait, one of them's pregnant, and you can't fix a cat while it's pregnant because that's just, like, against the fucking rules, so basically we let it have a litter. And then the cat wanders off and has another fucking... and has another litter on top of that.
Oh god, Duvi. Oh.
And this keeps on happening for years. Now, we finally got all but, like, 2 of them fixed.
What's up on your end, Maiku?
And the unfixed ones are both males.
There's
So-
a message from Amazon telling me my package has been shipped.
Nice.
Early birthday present for myself.
So yeah. Speaking of these cats, I should probably feed them. Like, we now feed them, like, out of emptied coffee cans, like, daily, with these, like, 20-pound bags. Help us.
Sounds like you got a few problems, Duvi.
Look, this isn't a... Like, it's only a problem when it becomes a problem. Besides, the cats are fixed, and they are really, like, surprisingly healthy when they, like... Hey, for living outdoors, these cats are surprisingly really healthy. Some of them living for, like, 8, 9 years. One of them living for 16. I'm telling you, like, this area is pretty much a good climate for these animals to live.
Fair enough. Like that does put me a little bit more at ease.
Yeah.
Oh god, Shadow of Mordor is actually $5.
Damn.
I'm tempted. Only issue is that it's a AAA game.
Like, I mean, sure, it is a AAA game, but, like, isn't that kind of fucked up? Like, it's a good game regardless.
If it happens to be a good game, then yes, but the problem is that there's a lot of things that AAA games do that just piss me off to no end.
Okay, that is fair.
Yeah, like frequent patching.
Not exactly.
Games
All in
frequently
gameplay.
patch.
Like, patches are fine. I don't mind patches, especially on Steam. Steam makes it easy.
Yeah, that is true.
But the thing that, like, okay, so there's this free weekend right now for the 3rd Sniper Elite game. And I actually tried it out and I downloaded it. Just out of interest, to see. And I just hated, because what they do is they take away control for, like, the dumbest bullshit, like cutscene sequences. They baby you for, like, the first 5 minutes of the game. It's just... Oh. I just hate how AAA games are set up.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of understand that, but, like...
And there's always, like, one thing, like, ruining it. Like in the new Doom, how they had fucking basically QuickTime events.
Was the thing it's Shenmue or something?
Like, I feel like QuickTime events get more shit than they deserve. Like, there are
I
bad
feel they
ones
don't get
and there are
enough
good
shit.
ones. Like the ones in God of War, the ones in No More Heroes, those are good ones. Those can be, like, activated at the player's leisure. If it happens in the middle of a cutscene, you have to watch the cutscene over again, and like it fucking does absolutely nothing positive for the player. Then no, it's not a good, well-designed.
Excuse me.
Bless
Wow.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
But yeah, that's my whole spiel. Like, there's just like I've heard so many good things about Shadow of Mordor, and it looks interesting. I'm just worried that it's gonna have like the design stuff that I just don't like in AAA games.
I mean, that is fair. So, Maiku,
Hi.
how's the fight going? You making any headway?
I'm impressed that you've still been chipping away at it, Mike. You're like, this is the one thing. Like, you definitely spend longer on a fight than I do. Like, you have more determination.
That's surprisingly less than I do. Well, unsurprisingly, actually. Because a lot of people naturally give up when they feel like they're not having fun anymore. But for some reason, I'm just...
Which I feel coming on fairly soon here. But, I mean, like, the fact that you've lasted this long is impressive in and of itself.
Yeah. I'll only quit on a boss fight if I, or on a level, if I keep on dying and getting worse and worse and worse. At that point, I'm just like, alright, now is the time to give up.
Oh, Duvi.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know my whole thing about how, like, I hate logging onto Brawlhalla at night because I face, like, fucked up things.
Yeah.
And I end up fighting people who are way too skilled. Because,
yeah,
I mean,
early
like,
morning is worse.
there's less people, like, on, so you actually get matched against people, like, very high or very low against your skill level. So I got matched up against... Let me see, it goes Platinum and then it goes Diamond, right?
Yep.
I got matched against a Diamond Orion.
Oh, God!
He wrecked my shit.
Actually, that raises a question. Like, Orion is one of the 4 characters you see in the higher tiers, right?
I believe... Kind of, yeah. I've been seeing a lot of him, so he's very competitive, yes.
Yeah. But, like, Spear is big, but, like, other people have been saying that, like, you can't bring Lance into competitive.
Into high competitive, at least.
That is true. That is what people are saying.
Like, honestly, like, with what I've seen with Lance, like I've shown you, it's the only weapon that I still have a problem with.
I mean, you have a little bit of a problem with hammers sometimes.
Not really, I can handle hammers, I know how to work around them. I still don't know how to, like, work against lances.
You struggle with blasters.
Kind of, sort of, not really.
Yeah, a little bit. Let's be honest, just a little bit.
Tiny bit, honestly. It really is just lances that I still just struggle against. Every other weapon I can more or less work again.
Alright. I'm gonna go feed the cat like I said that I was going to.
Fair enough, later.
Moment.
How many more tries are you gonna give it, you think, Maiku?
I'm very, very close to,
Saving it for next time?
very close to ending it. Very close to defeating him. If I can just get a hit in! Oh jeez. I'm pretty close. As in, you know, all those little monsters that provide little health pickups, they are gone, and now I'm dead. Fucking hell! I was so close, too! Oh my god.
Sorry,
I'm
Maiku.
giving it one more. I'm giving it one more.
One more time! One more time!
One more time, we're going to celebrate. and I realized I didn't lock my seat in place, and you could hear my chair squeaking probably.
Totally fine. Nothing wrong with a squeaky chair going squeak, 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 squeak.
All the way home. Wait, you're already home.
Or am I? Dun-da!
That'd be quite a plot twist if you're not home watching this.
It's just, I'm out and about. I'm at a Dairy Queen right now. I just have my computer with my mechanical keyboard set up at a table.
Do they still have those butterscotch dip cones you can get?
It doesn't ring a bell. And I certainly don't know the menu off the top of my head.
I know back in the day they had soft serve ice cream, and you would either dip the ice cream in either chocolate or butterscotch flavoring.
I remember that they offered cherry too, because I remember back when I was in the Boys and Girls Club in school that my mentor actually took me to Dairy Queen and she got a cherry dipped cone. I don't know if they offer that anymore.
Of course, this was like over 20 years ago.
It was about 10 years ago for the one that
Dairy Queen.
If you go, I recommend having a Blizzard, because I love their Blizzards.
I mean, there used to be Dairy Queens all over the city of Mobile, but then they all kind of went out of business except for like one off in the outskirts. And I think they actually opened up a new one near me.
Nice. Like, I get the Reese's and Oreo Blizzards every now and then. Those are both delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's one more try, Maiku. I think you gave it one more.
Yeah, well, I got 2 more lives before I game over, so...
Totally the reason. Totally. It's not that the game is very, very fun to play, and you want to play it, and you still want to do well.
Yeah,
that's definitely not the reason.
Yeah, true that. Come to me, Dale. Keep aiming my hits here.
You gotta aim them better.
I know I gotta aim them better.
You gotta do it, Maiku.
Yes,
You gotta be the best. Like no one ever was.
Enough with the Pokemon.
Too damn quotable.
Yes, I know.
For its own good.
For what's own good?
For Pokemon's own good. Because I was just quoting, like, Pokemon to Maiku. And, like, it's so funny because, like, I more or less hate, like, Pokemon nowadays. And Maiku hates Pokemon. So, but theme song for the first season is so quotable.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Pokemon hasn't deteriorated in quality at all. The problem is, you've grown up, and your tastes have been, your tastes have become different.
Basically.
Yeah.
I am no longer okay with experiencing the exact same battle system.
See, that's not a lot of people's problem. Battle system is fine. Don't broke what ain't broken.
So I say break it into a million pieces and then form something new.
Yeah, that. Guess what they. Guess what?
Chicken butt?
Guess what battle
Very.
system wasn't in Pokemon Go? Guess what battle system was worse than normal Pokemon?
Okay, that was just a developer being bad, though. I'm like, you gotta create something good. And you can create something good as long as you're competent. They weren't competent. But you can, in fact, create a new, unique, turn-based combat system that works. It's gotta have a nice little quirk to it, something to set it apart. Like Undertale, like frickin' Mario Thousand Year Door. Like, I'm hoping that Creepy Castle will do later this month.
So basically, anything to turn it not into an into a not RPG.
It's still an RPG. Those are still RPGs, very much so. That they have a battle system that's not just press A over and over again.
The battle system in though, like, you realize that, like,
it's not a twist. It's got something to keep it interesting. It's got something that isn't just, oh, I have to use my strongest attack now, I guess, for the millionth time. Oh, joy!
no, that's not what competitive Pokemon is, at least.
I don't care about competitive. Nobody cares about competitive except for, like, the 200 players that are playing competitive.
Actually, there are a lot of people who compete.
1,000. Still nothing compared to the millions that play it casually.
That is true, but, like, it's way more than just 1,000 or 10,000. Like, these like, a lot of competitive Pokemon battling videos get, like, hundreds of thousands of views.
I have no doubts.
Like, upwards of 300k, etc. Like, one specific example is this guy called Pimp Knight. He makes videos exclusively, pretty much exclusively making teams themed around dumb things, and then kicking the asses of players on Wi-Fi using them. Like he's fucking he's made a themed battle where he kills all of the opponent's Pokemon using a fucking level 1 Magikarp.
Very nice.
That kind of thing. Or a Rattata sweep, or a fucking Pidgey sweep, etc., etc. Or you can look at the fucking themed battles where, like, YouTuber themed team, or whatever the fuck. Or, like, I don't know, How to Train Your Dragon themed team. Pretty much the entire idea of this is, like, specifically just have fun with whatever Pokemon you can, and screw things over without using the, like, top tier #1 Pokemon, because every Pokemon is viable in their own way.
Gosh.
Having trials and tribulations, Maiku.
Oh, you know it. You know it. You know it. I know it. The American people know it. Well, and also some Finnish people as well.
We have seen the evidence! And also a surprisingly large amount of Germans know it. Like, you wouldn't think there would be that many Germans in this community, but, like, yeah. I mean, I know Germany's a relatively big country, but, like, seriously. like a quarter of Talkhouse is Germans.
Okay. Okay. It's almost 2 hours since I started streaming. I can't do this anymore.
That is fair.
I can't
Throwing
do
in the
this.
towel.
I'm throwing in the towel.
Throwing up a white flag.
Yes, a white flag. I surrender. This is too much for me. I just can't. Maybe if I get some rest and come back to it later, maybe just maybe, I'll get it.
I would definitely say that you should beat this boss fight off screen.
Yeah.
And just come back to beat the final section next time that you stream.
Okay. Anyway, Freedom Planet minimized. Well, I guess that's just as well since I'm not playing it anymore. Anyway, I appreciate you coming by, Bwarch and Duvi. Means a lot.
I mean, I wouldn't have come by unless you had specifically went out of your way to allow me to come by. But hey, semantics.
All right. Well, anything you want to say before I actually end the stream?
Later, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Insert Duvi stealing Maiku's intro again.
All right.
Hey, outro.
All
Whatever.
Right. All right. That's gonna do it for me then. And remember that there's somebody out there that cares about you no matter what. Bye bye.
All right.
All right.
So, Maiku,